Hello, hello. Welcome to the live channeled message, channeled reading. I'm Tyrabell. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, like this video. And remember that readings are for your it is to confirm it's to confirm what your intuition is already telling you. So make sure you only take what resonates and leave the rest. Sorry, I'm feeling really giddy, kind of silly. So maybe some of you are feeling that way. I remember in the last channeled message, make sure you check out the playlist. It has all my readings on there. I channeled laughter is medicine, like pretty much every single pile. So I hope that you're laughing at this time and not taking things too seriously. Hopefully you guys can hear me. And we have 3 piles tonight instead of 4. And I'm just going to reiterate. You need something?
I was going to grab a basket to feed her, but I think I'll just give her another pack of food.
Okay. She'll probably come running if you feed her, if you put food in there. That readings are for confirmation of what your intuition is telling you. So please only take what resonates. If you hear anything that does not resonate, discard. Pile number 1 is the Ethereal Visions Tarot, the Luna edition. This is pile number 1. Pile number 2 is the Halloween Tarot. And pile number 3 is the Vision Quest. Is the Vision Quest deck. And currently, I haven't put it in the description just yet, but I have playing my playlist. I created a playlist for Divine Feminines, and I like to use this playlist during the fall time. So if you want to listen to the playlist that I have going right now, I will link it down below when we're no longer live. And I hope you enjoy it. But I will also give out like song messages as I do. So let's get into pile number 1. Hello, pile number one. I hope you guys are having a good day, night, evening. So you chose the Ethereal Visions Tarot, the Luna edition, for your pile, for your deck. The song that's playing right now is Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat. So she a bad little bitch, she a devil. She a rebel. And you do have the devil card in your spread. So we're going to get into it. There's some tea. And make sure you listen to that song as well and get some messages from it. So we have the Ten of Swords. And I hear the first word I heard when I held it up was childish. So there might be some childishness happening around you, or it could be in your aura, like someone gossiping. It could be some sort of trauma, something that happened that was kind of difficult, and it could be creating vigilance. So the Ten of Swords is obviously a very, graphic card, feeling backstabbed. It can also embody self-sabotage. There might be an area or circumstance, situation where you might need to leave. So something is coming to an end. Make sure you're using your no, saying no. So to clarify the Ten of Swords, we have the Devil. So this is ending some sort of cycle tied to this devil energy, this really heavy, toxic energy. I'm hearing berating. It could also be feeling like restricted or tied to something, attached. So not everything we're attached to is healthy. But this could be something trying to attach itself to you as well. So you might feel like you have to watch your back, guard your territory in some way. So make sure you're saying no. Maybe you're contemplating, like, should I do this? Should I do that? And make sure you're saying no. Remember that you are divinely guided. So whatever this is, this toxicity, it is coming to an end. So this is nothing to fear. And you would know that if this is your pile, right? This is just to confirm that what you're picking up, especially that heaviness, that toxicity, it's real. It's real. It's happening, but it is coming to an end. And it is hopefully to help you shed some sort of layers of shame or guilt. Repressed memories might be surfacing at this time. And make sure you're using your guidance to move you forward. Your internal guidance, your intuition. So you're very protected, pile number one. And remember that discernment is divinity in action. So when you listen to your intuition, it is your way of protecting yourself and building up more self-confidence at this time. Self-security. We have the Temperance card. I feel like I could just keep going. I feel like I could just keep channeling for you, pile one. But we're moving forward. So we have the Temperance. So this is like some sort of, in this deck is called the Ethereal Visions Tarot. So some of you may even be seeing light beings or having visitations from ancestors or angels, guides. So for me, this is an angel, and it's usually our fix-it angel. It's some sort of energy that enters in our life to bring us balance and more moderation. Whether it's seen or unseen, felt or unfelt, it is there in your life at this time. It's present, and it is helping you end some sort of really difficult, really heavy cycle. Some sort of tumultuous situation is coming to an end. Maybe it already has. So really know that you are protected, you're guided, and I would think the angels just want you to feel that sense of self-security. Make sure too, when you're getting ready for your day, that you are focusing on your body's needs, focusing on the right things, focusing on what you need. If there's some sort of entanglement you find yourself in, they're saying that you're fine, things are going to improve. And they want you to really believe that, because I feel like someone is listening, but they're not letting that soak in. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. So there is some sort of feelings of failure around something you've put in time and energy into. And Spirit is like, that feeling of failure is a reminder to not rush the process. Because if you got what you wanted, you might not enjoy it anyways. So we'd rather let you sit and sulk because it didn't manifest than, ignore red flags or self-sabotage, right? So building confidence at this time, be patient with whatever you're creating in your life, find moderation. So there is some sort of break. You're about to get a break, or you are experiencing this peace, sense of peace, surrender even. So if you aren't feeling that yet, it's time for you to relax, release, take a break. Someone might need a mini vacation, daycation, staycation, a day by the pool. So someone might feel like they're in some sort of recovery mode, recuperation mode. Make sure you're getting sun as well, getting outside, vitamin D. So if you have to say no to something to protect your peace, that is the big message here. So we have the sun. Again, getting outside, get your vitamin D, go on a walk. So she's holding on to the sun. So for me, this is like confidence. She almost looks like she's steering a steering wheel. So be the driver in your life. Be the one that's in control by having healthy boundaries, by having healthy moderation. Also, remain playful through this ending of a cycle, because there is a new one beginning, and it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. And being in touch with your inner child is essential. So the sun can also represent like playfulness, vitality, innocence, confidence, courageousness, joy, good times. So there's some sort of new chapter beginning. There may be new options in your life, specifically on a romantic side, and also within work. Whatever you're creating could be bringing a lot of people to you at this time, a lot of attention to you. I'm hearing flocking. People might be flocking to you. There's a project that you might have been putting on the back burner, and they're saying, make sure you're getting on it. Make sure you're putting more energy into it. Make sure you're opening up to new connections, new experiences, and new people with that innocence. So someone is an entrepreneur, and you're going to be experiencing a new period of really hard work and focus, but it will be enjoyable. And they're saying get started now. And in that process, you may meet new people, but specifically new romantic relationships, like you might have new options. So remember that you have choice. Remember to make good choices for yourself at this time. And I want to say celebrate the success that you're currently experiencing, even if it's not all that you wanted it to be at this moment. There are small successes and things to celebrate in this present moment, Spirit is saying. So be rooted in your confidence. Let's get some more Oracle. So whatever shame tactics might be surprising you at this time, if someone is trying to use shame tactics to make you feel shrouded in shame or feel small, choose your peace, choose yourself. It's probably a very immature or low vibrational tactic to begin with. So if you can have that higher perspective, then you can break through. And don't lose yourself in other people's perceptions, because a lot of the time it is a projection. And a lot of people that project in that way, Using guilt and shame and all these other low vibrational tactics. They themselves are probably infantilized to the systems around them. So, be proud of yourself. Don't let anybody sway you. And someone is an artist, so make sure you're letting it fuel your art. The song that's playing right now is NBQ or NBPQ Topless by Sudan Archives. So give that a listen if you want to. We have study. So let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. So I just heard attention seeking as I lifted up this card to the screen. So make sure you're observing people's behaviors and social quirks, the way that they operate in social circumstances. Watch people, learn, be an observer, observe yourself within these circumstances as well. And they're saying knowledge is power for somebody. Knowledge is power. Someone might be bringing up something very significant very soon, so make sure you're being a good listener, taking notes. So you are graduating some sort of cycle. Like this could be school, but this could be also just your internal lessons. And someone is about to experience some really good financial success. And just because it's taking longer doesn't mean it's not coming. Please listen to this song. She just said, just because I'm hard to manage doesn't mean I cannot have it. I just want to see us lavish, but a bunch of blanks in some mansions. So make sure you study yourself within the circumstance and keep it real with yourself so that way you don't fall into anybody's projection. We have healing. Candle flame, burn this hour, bring to me your healing power. So this is an opportunity to heal at this time, get to the root of the problem, do some shadow work if necessary, bring some new ideas to light. So our healing is very much connected to our creativity. Remove some blockages, maybe some blindfolds as well. A lot of times our fears also give us opportunity to heal. It's like a doorway. Make sure you're walking through it. If someone's a gardener, someone else is a chiropractor, someone might need to see a chiropractor. And I'm hearing psychic repair. So I call people who are in touch with their psychic awareness and are able to use it in a helpful way. I call it being online. You're online spiritually. So someone's doing psychic repair work to be online, to be strong in their psychic senses, intuitive awareness, discernment. And again, Spirit is saying to be proud of yourself. Someone goes to the school Brown University. So we have be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. So this is not a time to hide how you feel or to withhold or be withholding. Make sure that the people that you appreciate are being supported by you in ways that are helpful to you, but also helpful to them. Check your intentions as well. And this is a part of graduating this important lesson as well. So you see that he has a bow in his hand as well. So it's like when we are supported, we can get to our goals easier. And as he turns away from her, he's going to shoot that arrow and it's going to hit. So this is also a part of having focused intention, is showing up for others, being authentic, being generous. So if there's any like fear that's surfacing, make sure you're addressing it. So there is someone around you that is, or a person that is very ingenuine, and they are spreading lies, or they're very manipulative with their speech. So this is a confirmation for someone. You would know exactly what I mean when I say that, if it applies to you. Also, there is a good opportunity for someone to connect with their dark feminine energy. So your Lilith energy, you can look it up in your chart. It's very deep and transformative energy, so you should use it to do healing work and to, again, strengthen your psychic senses and your discernment, your internal power. For someone else, it is healing from dark feminine energy, manipulative energy. If anyone's seen, I think it was like the movie Deadpool and Wolverine, there's like the bald chick in the movie, and she can like warp and bend people's realities and find their fears and basically just do psychic warfare on them. So the dark feminine can be that psychic warfare. And if you're acknowledging and seeing it in your reality, make sure you're doing your healing work and studying the circumstances, but acknowledge your intuition if it's telling you that something is wrong, right? Remember that you're protected. Get out of that circumstance if you can. Make sure you're celebrating life and detaching from the circumstance, or detach from whatever you're building or creating in your life at this time, because it will unfold naturally. And then show up in the ways that you can and just be supportive to whoever else is involved. Let's get one more card. Okay, so we have the Maiden. This is someone who is in touch with so we have the Maiden, the Mother, and the Crone. Those are the three archetypes of women. Women have many archetypes, but those are like three very basic ones. And so the Maiden for me represents like the young woman, someone who is learning more about their body, someone who is able to make, poor decisions and learn and grow from them. That it's almost a part of their initiation into becoming the Mother or the Crone. Someone who is very beautiful and youthful, but again can be flawed. So this could be you, or this could be someone around you. She's also a very soft and sensual person, so make sure you're opening up your heart at this time. I'm hearing dazzling, so whoever this is, they're dazzling others, dazzling to others. Think of a question. Pause this video if you need more time. Anything you feel that is still unanswered, and I'm going to get you an answer. Pile 1, your answer is no. So I hope that is a good no. I'm going to go ahead and clear this spread. I hope that this was helpful, these general messages. I'm going to go into pile number 2. Comment down below a pink flower if this was your pile and it resonated. The pink flower is how you claim the message, and maybe you'll see pink flowers around as well as confirmation that this was your message. So again, comment down below a pink rose or a pink flower if this resonated with you, to claim your messages. Or messages. Whoever pile number 1 is, you're very beautiful. Beauty is something that's standing out. We have the World card. So beginning a new chapter after ending a difficult one, but hopefully embodying some of the lessons. And it will take time for things to unfold, but I think that you're attracting a lot of people to you at this time. So be open to that. Thank you, pile number 1. Hello, pile number 2. The song that's playing right now for you is Come to My Garden by Minnie Riperton. Make sure you give that a listen as a song message. How you guys doing tonight? As I was shuffling, I heard business trips. So pile number 2, you might be going on a business trip very soon, or this is something you aspire to do, or is coming up on the schedule, something like this. Something where you might need to leave the country. You might be wanted somewhere else than you're normally used to being. Someone might be like traveling by boat or having to go over water. Someone is also conditioning themselves, like either to fly or in the gym. Someone likes pirates, or you might be watching a movie that has pirates in it. What else am I hearing? You chose the Halloween tarot. 'Tis the season. My readings are timeless, but yes, 'tis the season. So the first card that we have is 10 of Imps. So this card represents being overburdened by a circumstance or a cycle situation. So you can see that he's holding all these imps and he's dropping one because he's just got too many in his hands. So there could be a situation that feels burdensome or like stressful even. And usually the 10 of imps symbolizes like us coming into awareness about this and putting an end to it and lightening the load or speaking up if necessary. Communicating. So despite whatever feels difficult or heavy at this time, it's clarified by the 9 of Imps. So be strong, even if it feels like it's been a tough or difficult period or road. It will be worth you having the endurance and persevering forward. And maybe people acknowledge the efforts that you put in, even if they pretend not to. So there is some sort of change that you are creating for yourself at this time. There might be earthquakes where you live. You might also be having resurfacing memories happening at this time. I want to say people do view you as someone who is not to be played with or messed with because of your stamina, strength. There is something that you feel is getting old, and maybe you're fearing that it's not going to change. And there is change here. There's some sort of transformation. So make sure you're surrendering pride and ego at this time. And I want to say speaking up. Make sure you're speaking up because you're very feared at this time. Maybe you are the change. Maybe you are someone who creates change. Maybe you have to communicate the ending of something. And maybe that means taking a risk into the unknown. And I think that Spirit is saying, persevere, be strong. So someone is traveling. We have the 6 of Bats, or moving on into calmer waters. That's what this represents. But for some people, it can be travel. You might be moving into a better home or a better time at this time. There's some sort of disappointments, though, from what you're leaving behind, like whatever was burdensome or really difficult. I'm hearing careless. Someone has a hairless cat. Very cool. Or a hairless pet. And if you do, comment below what pet it is. I'm interested. So the 6 of Bats is clarified by the 5 of Ghosts. So there is something you're leaving behind that was very disappointing, and it might be lingering just a little bit. But there is some sort of fresh new start or fresh page that will be better. It will be more calm, more peaceful, and maybe you feel that. Make sure you're prioritizing yourself at this time, pile number 2. Someone is actually leaving the country. You might be planning to travel and you just have something on your mind that was disappointing. And Spirit is saying, like, move through those emotions, but you have to be grounded because there is a new start coming or already happening for some of you. Something is improving, and I think it has to do with your finances. So we have the 9 of Pumpkins. You are someone who is seen as independent, even if you aren't single. This is usually someone who is single, and they are very magnetic, so they attract a lot of opportunity to them, support, money, finances. So you might be experiencing a period of contentment very soon. Make sure you're doing self-care, and I want to say building yourself up. So she has really nice threads on. For women, like getting your nails done, doing some sort of self-maintenance. For guys, getting a haircut, something like this. Going to the gym. So we have the 10 of Bats. You might be drawn to another pile number 2. So clarifying the 9 of Pumpkins is this 10 of Bats. So no more self-sabotage, Spirit is saying. If there is something that has been so obvious, made so obvious to you, like it was so burdensome, it made you put yourself last, there was people who treated you carelessly, or you treated someone else carelessly that created disappointment, whatever the case may be, whatever that cycle is, it's coming to an end. I want to say for someone, it has to do with unhealthy boundaries. Again, it's okay to be selfish. Sometimes, and saying no is important. Sometimes us setting boundaries with people is how we show them that we care and that we actually want more closeness to them in healthier ways. So if someone can't handle your boundaries, that's probably a red flag. Maybe they want to benefit from you not having them, right? So this pile, make sure you're being selfish, putting yourself first. Persevere. Endurance is important. Change is happening. Somebody's traveling or moving. And again, your boundaries are an essential part of forgiving and moving forward. So also, someone's going out, or you could use like a social night out. Make sure you're prioritizing getting outside, especially in the nighttime. Remember that you are safe. So getting dressed up to meet friends for dinner or going dancing is how you're going to shift the vibes and make sure you're having good boundaries with the people around you. I'm going to pull some oracle now. The song that's playing now is Tell Me Something Good by featuring Shaka Khan. So check it out. It's definitely giving this 9 of Pumpkins card, this lady. It's definitely matching the vibes. It's passing the vibe test. For someone, there's a secret that's going to be revealed, or there's a secret that is out there. Remember, again, I've said it already, but just be strong. Immerse yourself in those powerful conversations with others at this time. I think it's going to help strengthen you and shield you from, whatever toxicity is gone or leaving. Someone's going to be referring to you as darling. Someone is referred to as darling. like darling. I'm seeing a masculine like grab a female's chin. You could also be watching like an old movie where the character says darling. Someone might like old movies. So we have success. So this says success that's true belongs to me, success, honor, and integrity. So I keep saying strength, I keep saying perseverance, endurance. So what a lot of successful people have in common is their ability to keep going, keep at it, fail. So integrity is such a powerful word. I use it so much on this channel. I want to say you have bright ideas flowing in at this time, or you've already been building them up. I'm hearing what my sister would say, which is complete the stress cycle. So again, someone might need to like go dancing to shake it off. You might need to dance in your room, go to the gym about it, like lift some weights. She's lifting something heavy on her back. Someone needs to clean their room because it also kind of looks like a broom across her back. And they're saying self-sacrifice is not what leads to success. You cannot put yourself last in order to get to the desired outcome. You have to put yourself first. So there's some sort of bright ideas flowing in. And there's something that you might not perceive as necessary, but they're saying make it necessary. And it has to do with like not perceiving yourself as valuable. So make sure with that 9 of pumpkins card, like again, putting yourself first. So they're now just repeating success and succeed. So they're like, these are the keys to succeed. Make sure you're taking action. We have harvest. So this card says, as the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring me to harvest. I'm ready to receive my all. Again, clothing is so important. And make sure you're dressing for yourself. So show up for yourself, dress for yourself. If you're dressing for other people, it won't work. It's not going to work in your favor. You have to dress how you want to dress. It's the only way to be believable is to be authentic. That's what they're saying. So someone's receiving some sort of financial gift. It could be some sort of influx, a check. I'm hearing bearings. Make sure you get grounded, get outside, get grounded, walk in nature. And they just keep repeating self-sacrifice is not the answer. They're trying to get through to somebody. Self-sacrifice is not the answer. Okay, so this says, be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true, pertaining to who you are and how you feel. So if you aren't showing up authentically, how is anyone going to know what your needs are or what you need? So let's say, for example, you have a business. If you are not showing up authentically, how can you be supported in the things and the supplies that you need if you're not expressing them? So you don't get cookies for hiding your needs. And how can you meet those needs yourself authentically? You know, be real and true, as the card says. Make sure you're honoring your emotions. Someone might be going on a date soon and like sitting at the beach. I'm also hearing life's a beach. So the last card says past connections. So maybe that's, might be cutting people out. You might be feeling disappointment from people in the past. You also might be having people double back on you, trying to come back in. So make sure you're having strong boundaries. So right now the answer might be no to revisiting people from the past and communing with those people. Let's get one more card. So for someone, like, you may have been enduring some sort of mean behavior from someone, and I'm hearing someone's like internal dialogue, like, don't be mad when I'm mean to you back. So maybe you've hit your capacity for being nice, playing nice with people. So we have the Venom. And this card is like, I'm hearing lashing out. It's like our shadow nature. Have you ever seen the movie Venom? It's like an attachment onto this guy, and he learns to live with it, but it gives him like superpowers in some ways, but sometimes it's like ruining his life and can be like a huge chaotic burden. So this is kind of how we operate when we don't do our shadow work. So it can be like an ugly truth that is creating these ugly actions, right? So make sure you're perceiving the venom in your life at this time, even if it's others. So this is the cycle that's coming to an end. It feels very like ruthless. So we have the mask. Make sure you're journaling as well. If you see this, I'm going to call it ugliness. You know, you interpret how you want to interpret it. But when you see this in your real life, this ugliness, when you're getting to how you truly feel, journaling really helps us to narrow down what we like and what we don't like, right? So if you can't name it, you can't move beyond it. And you might blame yourself, or you might blame the wrong people if not addressed, right? So address it. Learn to maybe not live with it, but integrate in some way. So we have the mask. This could be hiding and concealing our truth. This could be trying out new masks and new roles that feel more empowering, but it might feel shaky and new. Someone might be an actor, or you might sometimes feel like an imposter. It can go so many ways. So writing at this time is really going to help you focus in on the narratives that you want to build up and do that shadow work. The song that's playing now is Infinity Guitars by Sleigh Bells. And it's kind of like rough and tough and kind of grimy, the song. So give it a listen. Tap into that shadow and embrace the good bits, right? Think of a question. Pause this video if you need a little bit more time. Any question you feel is unanswered? Your answer is yes, pile number 2. Comment down below a wolf, because these look like wolf teeth to me, or dog teeth, right? Comment down below a wolf if this was your answer or your reading, to claim this message, to claim the positive guidance here, leaving whatever doesn't resonate, right? And if you see a wolf around, that's your confirmation that this reading was for you. I'm also hearing for you, pile number 2, cyclical events. So you might have like some sort of cycle that keeps repeating and rearing its ugly head. Pay attention if you want that thing to come to an end, especially if it's burdening or you feel that it's creating negativity. And I think it's going to call for you to face your fears or the fear of the unknown. And I want to say you have way more control over how the change occurs than you think. You're guided. So I want to say, if it's a generational curse you need to break it. Lock in. All right, we're going to move on to file number 3. Thank you, file number 2. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if this resonated. Hey, Sharon, I see you in the chat. The song that's playing now is Gotta Get Paid, Rico Nasty. The song is so good. Might have to share it really quick before we move on to part 3. And shout out to the people who listen all the way through. Y'all the realists. Y'all the realist. Comment down below a one of those purple it's not a disco ball. What is it? Scrying balls. Like the magic reader ball emoji. If you listen all the way through. You guys are the real ones. For sure. Y'all know about a supermodel. Y'all know about a supermodel. There's other magazine. Right on photos. Nothing juice, I keep me on. Hey, then a mother. Okay, so. Hello, pal. Yes, the crystal ball. Thank you, Sharon. Okay, sorry. Hello, pal number 3. Your song message is Bad Girl by Usher. Let's get into it. You picked the Vision Quest Oracle. And some of you guys, I was hearing reality TV. So someone watches reality TV. You might be on reality TV. I'm also hearing honesty. So maybe there's something real about like reality TV that you're contemplating at this time, or you should be. And even in the beginning of this song, he says, what y'all know about a supermodel. So some of you guys might be models or in the industry in some way. If not, only take what resonates, all right? I'm so sorry. I need a second. Basti, I've tied this thing to this bed. And it's just endless fun. For her and for me. Everyone's entertained. Anyway. So, we have the entertain. The word entertainer. Somebody's an entertainer. Alright, let's move on. So, we have the 3 of fire, integrity. I'm hearing boosted self-esteem. Someone has chosen to stand tall on their boundaries, stand strong, be independent, be self-driven. So for me, this 3 of fire can be working with the divine, and 3 is a very powerful number. And it teaches us how to collaborate with others, but also within our spiritual journey with God. So it requires a lot of patience and a lot of integrity, right? So it's clarified by this moon card. And so there might have been a lot of uncertainty along this journey. You might have to listen to your intuition more than you feel others are. You might have to face your fears on a daily basis or regularly. I'm hearing someone works out regularly. So there's a lot of subconscious work. You might have strong dreams that point you in the right direction or give you clarity. Your discernment is very strong. Pile number 3. You might be a night owl as well. You might be up at night howling at the moon. You might have really good ideas flowing in at this time. And I want to say you were intuitively picking up a new source of income or a check, some sort of influx of money, and it might be tied to your creativity or just simply your ability to be intuitive. So like just picking it up, you could feel it was coming. You didn't know how, you didn't know when. And so someone might have received like a very large check, or you might be receiving a very large check. Someone is a content creator, or you again are an entertainer of sorts. So make sure you're continuously facing your fears. I don't really feel like I have to say that to you, but I think it's working. Like if you needed that confirmation, facing your fears is working. It's shifting things, and it is a part of your divination or connection to God. So trust yourself, trust your circumstances, trust your reality. Pile number 3. I feel like I don't need to say that to you, but we're here. We're hanging out. What's up? So we have this torment card, and the song that's playing right now is You Made Me by Dev09, DEV09. So she's kind of telling someone off, like, look what you made me do. You were fronting and you're not really about it, basically. So you need to move around. Like, you're not on the block with me. You're not on the same level as me. And don't act like you know me. So there might be someone around you with a very toxic, even maybe codependent or clingy vibe. They might be manipulative or very ruled by their shadows. So I think you may need to forgive whatever this circumstance was that made you feel restricted or belittled, even maybe traumatized. So we have it paired with the shaman. So you might be doing some shamanic healing work at this time. Again, your dreams might be revealing a lot of things, patterns, even some sort of like animals or totems, symbols that might be helping you free yourself from some sort of torment or person or circumstance. The shaman can also represent our higher beliefs, our belief in God, our routines, the way that we show up in the world, our discipline, our groundedness, and sometimes our money. So your forgiveness is going to increase your sense of security at this time. Really get into the energy of celebration. Also, there might be someone that was trying to like romantically lock you down, but they weren't doing it in a healthy or practical way. So just remember that you are single until proven taken, right? You're single until someone is able to commit to you fully and marry you, or if that's what you want, or ask you on a date and fully be a provider or whatever you're looking for, right? So you are single until proven taken. Whoever needs to hear that. So we have the Ace of Air. There's some sort of clarity or new information, new ways of thinking. So new thought forms entering the chat. And this is going to help you build something important in your life. You might already be building this. This could also be building a life with a life partner. And even if that is not in your reality at this time, it is possible. So make sure that you are releasing any stress or conflict, not listening to any sad music, focusing on whatever you're building for yourself in your reality, working hard, embracing new ideas. And this card says inner order. So I think you are someone who really takes good care of their internal world. Like you're very in touch with the divine. So when things get stressful, make sure you're choosing detachment. You cannot control what's outside of your control, so don't try to. And that will ease any obsessive tendencies or feeling restricted or limited, right? So you want to move it with grace at this time. And that Ace of Air card is literally like as light as a feather. So how light can you be at this time? Pile number 3, that's your challenge. Even when working on something that might require your full attention, how light can you be within it? Can you relax your shoulders? Can you focus in? Can you be nicer to yourself and calm instead of leaning into stress and conflict, right? So there's some sort of help coming. If you haven't already, there's some sort of big check, financial boost. There's some sort of help and support. And Spirit is like, whatever information we're giving to you, whatever guidance we've given to you, it's time to take action on that guidance. And do not procrastinate. Not a time to procrastinate, pile number 3. So focus on what brings you purpose and profit. If it's taking time and energy away from you and distracting you, it is not worth your attention. Pile number 3. Let's get some oracles. And I'm hearing roll the dice, so someone might need to take a risk. Yes, yeah, I like that too. How light can you be within it? Thank you, Sean. You might be taking a new risk in meeting someone new romantically. Pile 3. So roll the dice. And I'm hearing sturdy. So if this is you, if that resonates with you, how you'll know this is the person you should take the risk on, you're going to feel secure. And maybe even physically they look sturdy. Like they might physically look strong, or you feel the connection could be sturdy, right? It will be like obvious to you. Someone's traveling in this pile. You might be listening to this in transit. So we have romance. Literally, the song that's playing is Wasted Eyes by Amaray. So again, watch where you give your attention. Listen to that song. Watch where you give your attention. Wasted eyes on you, she says. So romance in its sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. This is what you're manifesting, or this is what you should be manifesting. And I think what I love about this card, especially when talking about romance, sacred power. Our bodies are sacred. Our sexual energy is sacred. Life is sacred. Life is ritual. Sex is ritual. Romance is ritual. Okay. So romance yourself. Romance this life. You know, be a walking embodiment. And we have appreciate this moment. So as I set that card down, I heard get out of the drama. So someone needs to exit the drama as soon as possible. So this says appreciate this moment. At each and every situation, it has an opportunity to grow and find love. So what can you learn in this present moment that can increase maybe your standards, or your sensibility, improving life's sacredness? So she has a really powerful gaze. She's also looking into this conch, which feels like a bit of divination, looking into the future or the possibility. So especially if you want things to grow, make sure you're visualizing, honoring yourself, honoring your vision. Someone may make jewelry or wear really beautiful jewelry. So this card says, never worry about what you say to a man. They're so concerned that they never believe you mean it if it was unflattering. So never worry about what you say to a man. They're so conceited that they never believe you if it is unflattering. So yeah, take that if it resonates, take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, maybe decenter the gaze of a man that might be around you that doesn't serve you. Take that if it resonates. So then we have tranquility, femininity, spring, calm, care, love, tenderness. These are all the metaphysical properties of lavender, or like what it can bring to you within aromatherapy. Its element is Mercury, the planet is air, and its zodiac is Virgo. So some green witches or white witches use hi Mega Ape. Yes, it is the last bow. Use herbs and their metaphysical properties. So I have some cards where I jotted down what lavender's properties are. So I think it's always a reminder to, again, alleviate any stress in your life. Take a couple steps back. Maybe you can buy some lavender spray, lavender incense, things like that. Let's get one more card for you, pile number 3. Remember that you're in control, pile number 3. Like, you can make things happen for yourself. They're also saying that it's okay to take the scenic route. Like, don't force your way through something if it's not necessary. Take the scenic route. Like, just move at your own pace. Enjoy the journey. And don't be hard on yourself if that's what you want to do. So this is the Amina Mundi card. This is someone who has like a worldliness about them, has connections to many different religious beliefs, and understanding in the occult, and also spirituality. It can also represent for me being overwhelmed by a lot of information. Some is useful, some is useless. So there is something you're meant to be celebrating at this time. I want to say explore your options. Explore your options. Your dreams are trying to reveal something to you. Maybe they're a bit overwhelming at this time. I think that they're trying to push you to have an increased sense of value. So don't overcomplicate anything, especially if you are feeling overwhelmed. Again, back to de-stressing. Dial it back if you need to. Meditate. The person in here is meditating. Maybe write down what you're seeing in a meditation. Have a notebook next to you. And then we have the shadow. So shadow work happening. Maybe it's very apparent, your own shadow or the shadows of others. And these look like little like bullet wounds bullet holes. So, our shadows point out our, sensitive bits. Make sure you're not stressing or obsessing over anything that would be your shadow communicating to you. Get to the root of it. And I want to say nurture yourself. Nurture yourself in any way necessary at this time. Romance yourself. Be in the present. Dream of the future. And if we're living in the future, too far in the future or too far in the past, it takes us out of feeling grounded or safe or secure. So just be here. Be here right now. Again, journaling, and you may need to listen to some other readings. Someone is doing feminine healing work or mother healing work at this time. Even if you're masculine, we all have mothers. So it's okay to release things, it's okay to grow. Every time we clear space for something new, we're able to build something new, right? Keep it simple. Think of a question. Think of any question that might be lingering in your mind, something that feels unanswered, something that you may still need an answer to. Your answer, pile number 3, is no. And I feel like it has something to do with the shadow work that's happening. I'm going to pull one more for you, pile number 3. I didn't do this for the other piles, but we will. So there is some sort of wish coming true for you, pile number 3. You're severing ties with something related to the past. It's helping you get to the heart of the matter. Your dreams are revealing this to you. The shadow work is going to work. It always does. And it has to do with a big check or some sort of finances. Okay? Celebrate, pile number 3. So even though there's heavy work being done, there's something really good happening for you. If you know what that is, comment down below. I'd love to know. And can you comment a seashell? Because this woman has seashells all over her in her hair as adornments. So if you comment a seashell, that's how you claim this message. If you start to see seashells around after hearing this message, that is your confirmation that this reading was for you. So I'm going to end it here, pile number 3. Thank you for being here. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that this resonated. If anything did not resonate, you just leave it. You leave it where you found it. It's not deep. Not everything will resonate. If anyone in the chat wants a reading at this time, please let me know. Otherwise, I am going to start cleaning up and putting things away. But I will be back. I see the seashells in the chat. Thank you, Sharon. After doing all these readings, I think I want to leave you guys with one just collective message for anyone who's listened all the way through. So whenever you find this reading, all my readings are timeless. Be in flow right now, everyone. Collective. Be in flow. Make sure you're trusting yourself, trust your environment, trust the process. Be in trust with be in tune with your reality. So the more grounded you are, the more you're going to be able to contemplate what's happening around you. Focus on the healing work. Focus on your rest. There is going to be some sort of positive outcomes for everyone. So make sure you're making the most of this time, even if you you feel like you lack trust, give it to yourself. You don't have to earn feeling safe in your reality, and move beyond any toxicities at this time. Be in flow. All right. Thank you, Mega Ape. I am going to sign out for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed these readings. I never do that. I'm going to do that at the end from now on. Like, kind of give a culmination of what I think the main theme was of all 3 piles for the people who listen all the way through, because you guys are the real ones. And I hope that you guys have a great day, night, evening. And I will update the playlist down below. I will see you guys soon. Have a great night. Peace.